So a couple days ago, I introduced you guys to Trigglypuff. But today, I'm gonna be introducing you guys to Trigglypuff's sister. I mean, I'm no bio major, but I'm pretty sure these two hippos are related. So, let me give you a little information here before we get into the clip. I saw this on Twitter the other day, maybe like 3 or 4 days ago. So, I guess technically this could be a Things I See on Twitter episode. It's been a while since I've actually reacted to a Twitter video, but I'm not going to put it in the title or anything. That series is retired, although pretty much 90% of the videos I make nowadays are basically the Things I See on Twitter episodes. It's just not in the title, but like it's the same format and everything, it's just not in the title. But anyways, I saw this clip and I was like, you know what, this is worthy of a video. This is just crazy enough to where I can actually make a video about this. But from what I understand, there's not a lot of details here. It doesn't exactly show what happened prior to all of this, but I think there was some sort of like very minor car accident, something like that happened at a stoplight, maybe just like a fender bender or something, just hit the back of the car or whatever, something very minor, and it led to an argument, and that is where the video picks up. And it's basically what I can describe as a tag team showdown, straight up WWE tag team action, alright? With the Big Show, with his girlfriend, and also most likely sister as well, if we're being honest, who is, I don't know, is there a fat WWE girl? I'm not really sure, I haven't watched that shit in forever. But if there's a fat one, that would be her. It's them two versus these other two guys in a little tag team showdown. So I'm just gonna let you guys start the clip. That's pretty much all the explanation needed. So let's go ahead and just see what happens.
See what I'm trying to get on here?
Alright, we have a small change of plans here. Originally, I was going to let you guys see the entire sequence of events, and then we're going to come back and discuss a few parts, but that is not going to work because this video is somehow getting auto-claimed by some fucking random company. I don't know. So to avoid that, we're going to have to do a step-by-step breakdown in small segments, so that way it doesn't get auto-claimed, and if the person actually sees the video, it qualifies under fair use and they can't claim it regardless. So anyways, that being said, let us first take notice of what happened in the first 10 seconds here, okay? You guys saw they were all huddled around the cars talking or whatever, arguing, and it was all solved, right? The guy pulled away, the girl was walking away, it was all solved, but then you saw this fucking walrus turn around and she is now going to approach that car again. And it is this action right here that starts this entire sequence of events. If she never did this, none of this would have happened. So just keep that in mind as we continue with the video. Now, we don't know what was said here because we can't hear them, but something must have been said to make these two dudes angry, because as the walrus was walking away, they then decided to throw some sort of beverage at her, what looks to be possibly a lemon lime Gatorade. I'm not really sure. They probably thought she was thirsty or something, a little dehydrated, That was probably the most exercise she got all week, She's probably a little thirsty. They're just trying to help her out, give her a little Gatorade, get some hydration, but I guess she didn't appreciate that, and her boyfriend definitely didn't appreciate that, because you guys are about to see what happens next.
See what I mean? That's why you gotta do it. Get license plate truck. Oh my.
So we have a couple things to talk about here. Let's address this from both sides. Alright, let's start with the boyfriend. So he comes to the walrus's rescue by kicking the front of these guys' car. Now, as you can imagine, they aren't very happy about this, so they both get out of their car and then proceed to beat this dude's ass. But I'm gonna get to them in a second. Let's continue with the boyfriend. So first of all, that's just not a smart idea, right? You know, it's just you by yourself. You have this fucking blob with you. She's probably not going to help you in a physical altercation, as we're about to see. So picking a fight with 2 other grown men is just not a smart idea, man. Like, that's just not a good move. But number 2, even more so than that, I understand they disrespected your girl, right? They threw a fucking drink on her. Alright, man, that's fucked up, right? You're mad. You want to defend her. But is she even worth defending, bro? Like, is you defending this fucking blob of a human being worth you getting your ass beat by 2 dudes? Like, you gotta weigh the options here, you know what I'm saying? Like, this just ain't adding up. You know, I probably would have just left her ass there. I would have been out of there. Like, it's not even worth it. Actually, hold on. Let me just take this back because I would have never been there with this creature in the first... Like, this would have never happened. I would have never been in this predicament. But let's just say, for the purposes of the commentary, that I was in this situation, her ass is getting left there. Now, number 2, let's look at it from the other guy's perspective. I understand that this dude kicked your car. You're probably mad about that. Okay, but I don't approve of a 2-on-1 fight. That's fucked up, man. Like, that's some pussy shit. 1-on-1, that's it. Like, whoever's car it is, alright, go beat his ass if you want. The other dude, you need to just chill, alright? 2-on-1, that's not cool, man. Like, that's all I gotta say about them. And also, I mean, I guess throwing the drink on her wasn't cool either, but I'm not even really concerned about that. That's funny if you ask me. Okay, once again, let's look at it from both perspectives, starting with the blob. I like how she's freaking out now, screaming stop, trying to break up this fight when she's the one that caused it. This dude was coming over to defend you because you wanted to go back to the car and start shit again. So now you have a problem. Earlier, you trying to instigate some problems, you know. It wasn't a big deal earlier. But now that your mans is getting fucked up, well, he's not really getting fucked up. We'll get to that in a second. But now that your mans is getting attacked, now you're mad. Now you're trying to stop it. Now, to address the other guys, for a 2-on-1 fight, like, they really ain't doing nothing to this dude. 2-on-1 and you still not even fucking this dude up. So, that's just sad, man. Like, this whole situation is just sad. Alright, first of all, I just have to point this out. Did you guys notice the camera rotation? I don't think I've ever seen that before in any fight video like this. This motherfucker switched from portrait to landscape mid-fight. Why couldn't you just hold it in landscape for the whole fucking video? Why am I looking at these black bars and then halfway through you're like, oh shit, hold on, let me hold my phone sideways? I don't know, I just had to point that out because I don't think I've ever seen that before. But now, to talk about what actually happened, I have a little bit of mixed feelings on this one. I don't know. Personally, you know, I'm all for equality, but if she didn't actually hit you first, which she didn't actually hit anyone, and like, she's just trying to break it up, she's not really trying to fight you, in that case, I don't think it's acceptable to hit a female, although she probably has the weight advantage on this guy. Like, she's bigger than him, so that's why I have a little bit of mixed feelings. I'm like, I feel like she could handle it pretty well, and she does handle it pretty well. Well, actually, this dude really just can't even hit, because it's 2v1, they can't even fuck this dude up. This dude's punching a girl, can't even knock her out, so maybe this dude's just a fucking pussy, I don't know. But, I don't know, I have a little bit of mixed feelings on this. Like, you know, as I said, I'm all for equality, but in order to truly be equality, like, she needs to do something to you first, and she was just trying to break it up, man. Like, as much as it pains me to defend this blob, you probably shouldn't have hit her right there, man.
We have to stop because if we don't, people might get it.
I literally just had to put this break in the clip to avoid the auto copyright. I don't really have anything to say about that part of the clip. There is one more thing coming up, though, that we definitely are going to talk about.
Oh shit, see that? Oh shit, you see that? See, you got the license plate of the car. See, that's why you did it.
And that's where the video ends. I don't know about you guys, but I'm genuinely curious as to what happened. Like, did he end up catching the truck? Like, did they go on a high-speed chase on the highway? Like, what happened after this? I would genuinely like to know. There'll probably be like a news article coming out or something. I'm sure they got caught and I'm sure they got in trouble for this. The video is viral on Twitter, and I think there was at the very least a partial license plate in the video, so they probably did end up getting in trouble for this. But regardless, final thoughts on the whole situation. Honestly, the guy is pretty fortunate with how it turned out. It could have been a lot fucking worse for this guy. I'm talking about the guy with the blob girlfriend. He ended up fighting two dudes in the middle of an intersection, and I don't think he ended up getting hurt at all. I mean, worst case scenario, this dude could have been fucking killed or something. Like, you don't really know what people have, what people are gonna do. Like, these fools could have had a gun or something. Like, didn't that NFL player just die, like, last month in a road rage incident? Like, the dude just fucking shot him right there in the middle of the street. So, I mean, you don't know what the fuck could go down in situations like this. I think he probably had the best case scenario to get out of there without getting his ass beat or getting fucking shot or stabbed or anything, who knows. And to think he would have gone through all that for this fucking blob. Like, think about it, fam. That is not worth this. So I would consider this guy pretty fortunate. The two guys in the other car, they're both pussies. Like, you can't even knock out a female and you can't even beat up a dude 2v1. Like, what the hell is that? I don't know. And the blob, like, you know, enough said. She's a fucking blob. Most likely a feminist as well. I mean, she fits all the physical qualities of a feminist, shall we say. So anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.